don't know. I'm starting a YouTube channel, I guess. Maybe second time lucky. I don't know. But I thought that today I would just kind of introduce myself a little bit. So this is my first video. So I thought, why not just introduce myself, do a little bit of who I am, where I come from, all this kind of fun stuff. So let's go. Also, just two things. If you can hear the wind, it's quite windy today. And it started to snow. So just don't mind that. And then if I'm looking down at my phone a bit, it's because I have notes on my phone to kind of just keep it on track. So yeah. So I have about 16 facts that I came up with. I was trying to do 25, seeing as I am 25, but it didn't work. I couldn't come up with 25. So you get 16 instead. So I thought today we could just go over a few random facts about me, get to know me a bit more, and then in the comments or in Instagram messages, just let me know who you are a little bit and we can build a little community here. So I've started a YouTube channel before. It kind of failed in a way. I just wasn't super motivated. I was just using my phone and it kind of just flopped. So I have like 3 videos from about like 6 months ago-ish. So if you want to see those, the super cringy ones, let me know and maybe I'll post them coming up soon. But let me know because they're kind of cringy and bad. But yeah, anyways. So, hi, my name is Anna. I was born in the Czech Republic and I grew up in Australia. So I'm half Czech and then I'm quarter Swiss and quarter Australian through both my parents. So I've lived in 5 countries, in Norway, the Netherlands, Australia, Czech Republic and Sweden. And I visited 18 other countries. Well, 18 altogether, I mean. So I've been to Australia, of course, Japan, South Korea, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Netherlands, Denmark, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Czech Republic, Slovenia, Hungary, Spain, and France, in no particular order. And then I have a goal of visiting 30 countries before I turn 30. So I have like 5 years to get 12 countries. Will I get there? Let's see. Stick along and hopefully I will get there. But so going along with the whole travel thing, in the summer of 2022, I went solo interrailing around Europe for 2 months. So I visited 7 different countries, a few cities in some of the countries. But yeah, it was incredible. I stayed in different hostels, Airbnbs with friends. I mean, I'm a little biased when I say my favorite country, which was Switzerland, because I have ancestry there, but then the next one would probably be Slovenia, but each was obviously very different. It was incredible just to kind of explore, and I love wandering around, so I didn't mind just walking around, seeing different places, being a typical tourist in a lot of those places that I'd never been to before, and yeah, I hope I can travel more of Europe soon. So as to where I am now, I am currently living in Sweden, and I'm studying at university my bachelor's degree in peace and conflict. So growing up, I love music, I love playing instruments. I was in a few bands, in some concert bands, in a jazz band, and also in a musical orchestra where we did Beauty and the Beast and then also Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. As for instruments that I played, I did obviously recorder, flute, and clarinet. Clarinet I played for about 9 years. I did a bit of bass clarinet, a bit of alto saxophone, and I've self-taught guitar and also piano, but it's not the best. It's mediocre, but I'm getting there. As for sports, growing up, I did dance, and then I did gymnastics and a little bit of circus. So I can still kind of do a cartwheel, I think, and some roly-polies or forward rolls. I can do about 5 of them consecutively. Last time I checked, it's been a while. So maybe in the summer I'll do some and get back to you about that. Then I did netball where I broke my knee. I did my ACL and my meniscus. But I also did socially soccer and volleyball. Number 6, I mean, I kind of lost count, but number 6 is, again, with the injuries, I broke my wrist on the monkey bars when I was in 1st grade. So a few other interesting co-curricular activities that I did at school was chess, where I also went to competitions and did pretty well, I think. I did debating and then some maths competitions, and then also was in a few different bands and choirs. So I can't actually think of a biggest fear at the moment, but when I was a kid, my biggest fear was losing my hair and it turning up at a crime scene, and then I'd be wrongfully accused of committing a crime like murder or something. So it's a very, very irrational fear. It never happened, but I guess because I enjoy murder mysteries and I still do love watching a good murder mystery or reading Agatha Christie and other books like that. So you get my gist. So something I really love to do is cooking and baking. So I actually nearly started a cake business when I was a teenager. So at the moment, I don't really have access to a lot of things. Like I have a tiny fridge and no oven. So I'm not so much cooking and baking, but I am moving soon. So I will have an oven and I'll be able to do some more baking and such. So stay tuned for that kind of content. I have some ideas about that. So I obviously speak English and I do a little bit of Czech, which definitely improved in the spring of 2020. We all know what happened then when I stayed with my grandparents for about 2 months and they only speak Czech. So I had to learn. I was kind of put in a situation where I had to speak Czech and improve that. And I'm about to start learning some Swedish. As I live here in Sweden, I thought it would be good to learn Swedish. Also in primary school, I had learned German, don't know any right now. And then also in high school, I learned Japanese, where I was the only one out of our whole class, our whole grade I mean, who did Japanese. A weird bucket list item that I have is to do the Cage of Death, which I believe is in Darwin in Australia, where you basically are in this kind of clear tank and you get submerged into a pit of crocodiles. I find crocodiles extremely beautiful. They are one of my favorite animals. I mean, I don't want to encounter one in the wild, but I've always loved crocodiles, and also I lived close to the Australia Zoo where Steve Irwin was, or his zoo basically. So that's always been a fascination of mine. Number 12, my first concert was Taylor Swift. Her Red Tour when she went to Brisbane, and it was on my 15th birthday. And then another band I was meant to see was Switchfoot, but they got flooded out and so I was unable to see them, sadly. Something I really enjoyed doing and just seeing also with friends is thrifting or op shopping or secondhand shopping or whatever you call it. My first job was actually at a Dutch bakery in Australia. So I was just the cleaner, doing a lot of dishes, a lot of cleaning, all that fun stuff. I love traveling. I love exploring new cities and places and really just also enjoying solo traveling and solo adventuring and really spending time, being okay with spending time by myself. And as much as I love being with people, as much as I love, hanging out and being social, I'm also quite a big introvert. So I do enjoy being by myself. And finally, something you might not know about me is that I was involved in a dance video with an organization in Prague. So I will link that down below. It's here on YouTube, so I will link that down below. And yeah, if you want to go have a look at that. I am definitely not a dancer by any means, but it was a fun experience, so go check that out. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little bit about me. If you want to go and follow me on Instagram, my links will be down below. And yeah, also let me know what kind of videos you'd like. It's not going to be a certain topic specific, but kind of just more my life here in Sweden as a student, different maybe travel and different things like that. So it's not going to have certain things, certain specific topics or genres, but yeah, just an all-encompassing, whatever I feel like. It's also an experiment, an adventure. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, hope to see you again soon. Bye.